Crusader Kings 3 has an amazing list of big total overhaul mods and you might be missing right now. And Crusader Kings 3 is a very special game because it has a fantastic soundtrack, a fantastic array of mechanics so you can simulate your own medieval lifestyle, your medieval kingdoms, etc. Crusader Kings 3 is the GOAT as far as I'm concerned. So in this video I'll be going over 5 great mods that you can check out right now that you can play in the comfort of your own PC or your own gaming laptop if you have it, or maybe on your own Steam Deck, because these are mods that completely overhaul the game, that make you feel that it makes you feel as if you're in a different world, as if you're immersed into a new world, and it's a form of escapism, a form of fantasy, a form of alternate history. And why not check out these mods? Go to the Steam Workshop, download, go and join their Discords, and I will link their Discords and links for all the mods in the video description box down below. And after you watch this, I want to know what your opinion is. Let me know, let's have a good conversation perhaps. Let me know what of these mods you played and how you think they are. Right, so let's look at Lord of the Rings Realms in Exile. Now this is a great mod, and for those of you guys that love Lord of the Rings, that really appreciate the lore and all that type of stuff, this is the mod for you. And if you never played Lord of the Rings, now's a great time to play this as well. Currently we have the humans, we have the orcs, the dwarves may be in another update as far as I'm concerned, and there's a roadmap. If you go into the Discord, there's an entire preview of what these modders are working on, and they're working on some really fantastic stuff. You got the Third Age, you got Sauron, you got Saruman, you got Rohan, you got Helm's Deep, and it's a pretty big campaign map. Lots of monuments, lots of unique landmarks you're going to be finding. You're going to be finding the I can't pronounce it, but the kings, I think of Isildur and Elendil, the Argonath. You also have Dol Amroth, you have Mordor, and Mordor looks absolutely fantastic. You have Barad-dûr, you have the Black Gate, you have so many other things. And you also have so many features. So as Sauron, for example, you could be doing XYZ, and then you have to summon your council, and you have to send your Nazgûl into all of these places. Perhaps, or you might be the Golden King, alright? And you have to pay submission to Sauron himself. There are specific events, like when I was playing Denethor, for example, there was events where I had to, for example, let's say his army, or, well, as Denethor, I had an event where Denethor had to go and sneak into this city or this castle or whatever it was, and he gazed into the Palantir, and there he met Sauron himself. And I really love the story written events that are in this mod. The mod really brings the world of Tolkien alive. It brings a lore alive, and I really love the UI mechanics. I really do wish that the UI would reflect more of the different factions, but this mod is in for the long term. This is such a big mod that I honestly I can't tell you. If you're a fantasy fan, you play Crusader Kings 3, you get Crusader Kings 3 on a sale, and this is the mod for you. Check this mod out right now, go and download it, join the Discord link, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. That's all I can say from here. So, let's see what happens. Now let's have a look at Prince of Darkness, or Princess of Darkness. I believe that's what the mod title is. And as you can see, this is a world where everything is changed. This is a world where you have vampires, you have the War of the Princes. You have a world that is completely different, and it has such a rich and unique story. You could literally go through the faction screen menu, look at all the kings, the queens, the dukes, and read their backstories, because the level of story writing within this mod is absolutely brilliant. Now of course this is set after the fall of Constantinople to the 4th Crusade in 1204, and that's basically after the end of the Long Night. There's a war of princes, and I don't know how the vampires came in, but they came in, and pretty much there is a war between the religious vampires. So what does that mean? So you have the Christian vampires, you have the Egyptian gods that have been kicked out of their homeland, you got werewolves, you got ghouls, plus, you know, you got humans. But humans are subservient to these vampires. And the main problem is, I was playing as, let's say, Denmark for example, right? And the vampires over there, they hate the fact that the Christian vampires are taking over them. And there's a lot of story decisions, a lot of events, and when you first start the game, each faction or each screen or each king or whatever you want to call it feels unique. It feels like you're playing in a different world, a world that is completely different. You know, playing a werewolf is as different as playing a vampire. A vampire has less intellect, or let's say, you know, they take things very slow. But gods, for example, gods can progress. But humans and other leaders, that's different. And from what I've had a preview, just to have a look, this is a massive mod with great story writing. They've done an excellent job with the story writing, and I would say you would be amazed. You know, this is based on the world of darkness, and it really, really makes it awesome. It's inspired by the world of darkness, Dark Ages vampires, Vampire the Masquerade, and so on and so forth. This is an entirely vampiric lore type of story, if you want to name it like that. And it's been running, its universe of course, that's been running for more than 30 years now. But in this mod, there's several factions of supernatural creatures that interact below the surface, creating an underworld full of intrigue and stories. And that's pretty much true. You play secret societies, you have different events. It just feels, I'm just thinking, what would a World War One mod look like? And I would seriously love this mod to go to Korea, Japan, and you know, I believe it was the Ming Empire this time, but I could be wrong. But they have such amazing lore over there that would be ideal for a vampiric kind of story, you know? If you have been watching too many K-dramas, then you must have watched Kingdom or something else. But all of this also stretches back to classical antiquity. Most of the conflicts that you're seeing now stretch all the way back over there, and I would love to see a classical antiquity interpretation of what we're seeing here right now. And there's so many events, I'm just pretty much amazed at what we're getting here. We're getting lots of great content, and this is a mod you need to go check out. So let's have a look. And now we have Godjhera, the Dying World. Now of course this mod is absolutely amazing, but this mod has like, how do I say it? It's such a unique mod. It's an original fantasy mod which basically depicts a dying apocalyptic fantasy world, and you play as so many factions. You can play from, let's say, the Decline till the end, and I played as this guy, Emperor I can't pronounce his name. Let's just call him Emperor A, right? Emperor A is a truly mad emperor, and there's so many factions, and there's such unique, rich storytelling that the modders have done an amazing job. There's unique mechanics for each faction. Each faction feels unique. Each ruler has their own backstory, and with the recent additions of the Royal Court and so many other things that I can't even beg to imagine what we have in store here. You know, we have perhaps such a great mod that it's really, really awesome. Down from the UI, let's say, to the stories, to the personal events, to everything that is on here right now, what you're seeing is an original fantasy book that I would love to see a novel adaptation of. But seriously, you know, you can just have a look at this event here. This guy is mad. This guy is stark raving mad. But of course, he is the end times. He is bringing the influence of Nurgle to our world. He's going to destroy it. And I love the fact that you can do magic, and the mod allows you to, it says this, hey, if you want to play this guy that wants to destroy the world, go ahead and play. If you want to save the world, go ahead and play. There's lots of freedom, lots of decision making, there's lots of features, lots of mechanics that I can't even describe. It's a really, really fantastic mod. I think you need to go into the Steam Workshop right now. Go ahead, download this mod. Because there's a lot of new players that come to CKIII and think, wait, what mod do I download? Like if I want to play a fantasy mod or something. Well, this one is for you. And now, the Kingdom of Heaven. Now if you watch the Kingdom of Heaven, you'll know exactly what this mod is, and you'll know that there is so much awesome mechanics within this game. I mean, it's great with ethnicities and portraits expanded. You of course have Baldwin and Salahuddin, and you play as these characters, and it's a really awesome mod. It brings the Crusader conflict to life. It expands upon the lore that the Kingdom of Heaven movie made, and it is amazing. It's a recommended mod, and I absolutely love it. Plus, there's a soundtrack mod as well, so you can search it on the Steam Workshop as well. You can play as Baron of Eblin. I think I'm trying to remember his name, but this is a great mod. And apparently, though, the Leper King, Baldwin died in my campaign in the early start of the game, which was a bit weird, but still, you know, if you want to play this mod, you want to relive the Crusader conflicts, you can definitely have that. And if you go to play, let's say, Saladin's side, or Salahuddin, if I'm saying it right, or let's say if you want to play Saladin's side, you can play that, more or less. And it's absolutely amazing. The Royal Court mechanics are great. You get to decide the future, the events, you can do so many things. Kingdom of Heaven is highly recommended, and I say right now, go ahead, download this mod. Plus, there's a specific load order, which I will link in the description box. I'll lay it down there, and it's absolutely amazing. That's all I can say. And finally, I've saved the best for last. We have the Fallen Eagle. This is a truly astounding mod that sets you up in the realm of the Roman Empire, basically the decline of the Roman Empire, and it basically simulates what we're going to be seeing here right now. You have the Eastern Roman Empire. You can play through many scenarios, of course, where the Eastern Roman Empire tries to reclaim the Roman Empire. Of course, I'm saying Empire and Roman, I'm repeating the same thing back and forth. But just think, if this was Total War Attila, but with great DLCs, you can play as the Western Roman Empire or the Eastern Roman Empire. And there's been some great content made on YouTube, and it also has a custom soundtrack where the music composer has done a fantastic job. And I would definitely say you go and check the soundtrack for this mod right now. It's really amazing. And if you want to reverse history, if you want to say that the Roman Empire should be restored, that you want to restore paganism, that you want to depose Christianity and put back the pagan religion, you want to make the Roman Empire, fantastic, and make it fantastic in a way, make it absolutely wonderful. Restore Rome's glory. This is what the mod promises you. Or if you want to play Belisarius or Stilicho or Aetius or Aetus or anything like that, the campaign map is gorgeous. And as the Eastern Roman Empire, you can do the chariot races. You can support the greens, you can support the blues, and I really love that. And this mod just gives you so much great potential that I am seriously amazed. Look at the UI, look at the way the campaign map has been made. Look at the way that you can see things here, It looks absolutely fantastic. It plays great, it feels great, there's lots of events, and it feels like you're playing in the Roman times. It feels like you're playing the decline of the Roman world. And what more can you ask for, seriously? So look, at the end of the day, these are 5 great, fantastic, total overhaul conversion mods that you can check out right now in the Steam Workshop for Crusader Kings III. I need to add that a great mod that was not added onto the list was Shogunate. There are 2 mods that didn't make the list. There is Shogunate, and of course there is the Witcher Realms. Witcher Realms has just been recently announced, but with regards to Shogunate, that is a great mod, and I absolutely love how it simulates the wars of the Sengoku Jedi. That's a fantastic mod. Plus, there's also Elder Scrolls 2, the Elder Kings 2 that is coming, and I believe it will come in this month. But there's a lot of great mods for Crusader Kings 3 that have been made in the background that we might not know of. Also, if you want to see where you can find great mods for Crusader Kings 3, check out Snap Strategy. His channel covers a great variety of Crusader Kings 3 mods, and he does an absolutely excellent job at what he does. So go ahead and subscribe to his channel, and because I'm also a subscriber to his channel and I love his content, and when I need Crusader Kings 3 mods, I go to him. So this is just my attempt at saying, look, I love the game, I just want to make this video of these great mods that you should be checking out right now. And yeah, so don't forget to leave a like, share, comment and subscribe. do let me know in the comment section down below what's your favorite mod, what are the great mods that you're looking forward to, and what mods you want to see in the future. Plus, a steampunk mod would really work. Alright, see ya.